From the roaring stands of Old Trafford to the global sea of red shirts, Manchester United was once the undisputed king of English football. For over 2 decades, Sir Alex Ferguson orchestrated a symphony of success, a relentless pursuit of glory that filled the club's trophy cabinet to the brim. The Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, they conquered it all. Names like Cantona, Beckham, Scholes, Ronaldo, and Rooney weren't just players. They were icons of an era, symbols of a dynasty that seemed unbreakable. Every weekend, the world watched, expecting one thing, a United victory. They were more than a team. They were a machine, a benchmark for greatness that every other club aspired to reach. But then, in 2013, the music stopped. Sir Alex Ferguson, the architect of this empire, announced his retirement. It was the end of an era, and what followed was a silence that has echoed through the years. The departure of their legendary manager left a void that proved impossible to fill. The fortress that was Old Trafford suddenly seemed vulnerable. The fear factor that once paralyzed opponents began to fade. The club entered a period of turbulence, a dizzying carousel of managers and philosophies. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer each arrived with hope, but none could replicate the magic. The transition was far from smooth. It was a jarring, bumpy ride that left fans and pundits alike wondering, what happened to Manchester United? A key part of the problem has been the club's transfer strategy. In the post-Ferguson era, it often felt like they were throwing money at problems without a clear plan. Big-name signings arrived with hefty price tags and massive expectations, but many failed to deliver. Players who shone brightly at other clubs seemed to dim under the Old Trafford lights. Was it the pressure? The tactics? Or was the recruitment process itself flawed? The club seemed to lurch from one expensive mistake to another, assembling a squad that looked good on paper but lacked cohesion and identity on the pitch. The once feared attack lost its edge, the midfield struggled for control, and the defense became notoriously leaky. The disconnect between the boardroom spending and the team performance became a major source of frustration for the fanbase. At the same time, their rivals didn't just stand still. They evolved. Manchester City, backed by immense wealth and the tactical genius of Pep Guardiola, built a new dynasty. Liverpool, under the charismatic leadership of Jurgen Klopp, rediscovered their own identity and forged a team that played with breathtaking intensity. Chelsea and Arsenal also had their moments of resurgence. The Premier League became more competitive than ever, and United, once the pace-setter, was suddenly struggling to keep up. The game had changed. The emphasis on high-pressing, intricate tactical systems and data-driven recruitment left United looking like a relic of a bygone era. They were no longer the innovators. They were the ones playing catch-up. So where does Manchester United go from here? The journey back to the top is a long and arduous one. It requires more than just money. It requires a clear vision, stability, and patience. The club needs to build a modern structure from the academy to the first team with a consistent footballing philosophy. It needs shrewd recruitment, finding players who fit the system, not just big names to sell shirts. The fans, who have remained incredibly loyal through these difficult years, are desperate for a return to the glory days. The decline has been painful, but the story of Manchester United is far from over. This is a club with a rich history of resilience. The question is not if they can rise again, but when and how. What do you think is the most important step for them to take? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more football stories.